Uh, Virgo, sit down for this one. I mean it. Find a chair, a couch, the floor, whatever works, because what I'm about to reveal to you is going to hit you like a freight train. There's someone in your life who is in a situation that is absolutely out of control. They're trapped, they're suffocating, they're desperate to get out. And Virgo, you can't even imagine how badly they want to leave this person. It's not a small desire, it's not a passing thought. It's a burning, consuming, all encompassing need to escape. They've been dealing with something toxic, something draining, something that has been slowly destroying them from the inside out. And now they've reached their breaking point. They're done. They're so done. And they're ready to walk away. But here's the thing, they're scared. They're confused. They don't know how to do it. And Virgo, they need to know that you see them, you understand them, and you're ready to support them, whether they know it or not. Before we go any further, I need you to do something with me. I need you to ground yourself. I need you to be present. I need you to open your heart to the truth of what I'm about to share. Because if you're feeling this, if there's a knot in your stomach or a sense of urgency rising up, if you know deep down that this message is for you, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel because this is where the truth lives, and you're going to need to hear more of it. And drop a comment. Just one word: freedom. That's your declaration. That's you telling the universe that you're ready to see the truth, ready to support the person who needs to leave, ready to stand with them as they break free. Don't skip this. Don't scroll past. This is your moment. Seal it. All right, let me tell you what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing is so intense, so emotional, so raw that it's almost overwhelming. There is someone in your life who is in a situation that is absolutely out of control. They're with someone who is toxic, manipulative, draining, and destructive. And they have been trying to leave for a long time. But every time they try, something holds them back: fear, guilt, obligation, manipulation, false hope. But now they've reached a point where they can't take it anymore. They can't pretend. They can't stay. They can't survive this for another day, and they want out. They want out so badly that it's consuming them. They think about it constantly. They dream about it. They fantasize about what life would be like if they were finally free. I'm seeing this person's energy so clearly. They're exhausted. They're depleted. They've given everything they have to this situation, and they have nothing left. They're running on empty. They're going through the motions, but inside, they're screaming, they're crying, they're dying. They're so desperate to leave this person that it's affecting every part of their life: their sleep, their health, their happiness, their ability to function. They're not themselves anymore. They've lost themselves in this situation, and they're desperate to find themselves again, to be free, to be whole, to be alive. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Who is this person? What's going on? Why haven't they left already? And I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. This person is trapped in a cycle of manipulation and control. The person they're with has been gaslighting them, guilt tripping them, making them feel like they can't survive on their own. They've been told that they're not capable, not strong enough, not smart enough to make it alone. They've been made to feel like they owe this person something, like they're obligated to stay, like leaving would make them a bad person. And that manipulation has been working, it's been keeping them stuck. It's been keeping them in a situation that is slowly destroying them. But here's the thing, Virgo. The manipulation is starting to lose its power. The gaslighting isn't working anymore. The guilt trips aren't landing like they used to. Because this person is waking up. They're starting to see the truth. They're starting to see that they've been lied to, used, and controlled. They're starting to see that the person they're with is not who they pretended to be. And they're starting to see that staying is not an option anymore. They have to leave. They have to get out. They have to save themselves. I'm also seeing that this person has been reaching out for help. Maybe they've been talking to friends. Maybe they've been talking to family. Maybe they've been going to therapy. Maybe they've been praying, meditating, journaling, trying to find the strength to do what they know they need to do. And they've been getting support. They've been getting validation. They've been getting encouragement. And that's been giving them the courage they need to finally make their move. Now, let me talk about what's holding them back. Because even though they want to leave so badly, there are still barriers. There's still fear. There's still uncertainty. There's still the unknown. And I want you to understand that so you can be compassionate, patient, and supportive as they navigate this process. First, there's financial fear. They're worried about how they're going to survive on their own. They're worried about money, about housing, about basic needs. And that fear is real. It's valid. It's a legitimate concern. But it's not a reason to stay. It's a reason to plan, to prepare, to take steps toward independence. And I want you to encourage them to do that, to start making a plan, to start taking small steps toward financial freedom. Second, there's emotional fear. They're afraid of the pain of leaving. They're afraid of the grief. They're afraid of the loneliness. They're afraid of being alone after being with someone for so long. And that fear is real too, but it's also temporary. The pain of leaving is nothing compared to the pain of staying. The loneliness of being alone is nothing compared to the loneliness of being with someone who makes you feel alone. So remind them of that. Remind them that they've already been through so much pain and that on the other side of this, there is freedom, there is peace, there is joy. Third, there's psychological fear. They've been told for so long that they can't do it, that they're not capable, that they're not enough. And those messages have sunk in. They've become part of their inner voice, and that inner voice is telling them to stay, to play it safe, to not risk it. But that voice is a lie. It's the voice of their abuser. And they need to stop listening to it. They need to start listening to their own voice, the voice that says, I can do this. I am strong enough. I am smart enough. I am brave enough. Now, let me talk about what you can do to help this person, because I know you care about them. I know you want to support them. And there are things you can do that will make a real difference. First, listen. Don't judge, don't interrupt, don't try to fix it. Just listen. Let them talk. Let them get it all out. Let them feel heard and validated. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is the gift of being truly heard. Second, validate their feelings. Tell them that their feelings are real, that their pain is real, that their desire to leave is valid. Tell them that they are not crazy, that they are not overreacting, that they are not the problem, that they deserve better, that they deserve to be free. Third, encourage them. Remind them of their strength. Remind them of their resilience. Remind them of all the things they've survived. Remind them that they are capable of more than they think. Remind them that they don't have to stay in a situation that is destroying them. Fourth, help them make a plan. Offer practical support. Help them think through the logistics. Help them figure out housing, finances, legal issues. Help them find resources. Help them take the first step. And fifth, be patient. This process takes time. Leaving a toxic situation is not easy. There will be setbacks. There will be moments of doubt. There will be moments when they want to give up. And in those moments, they need you to be steady, to be consistent, to be there, to remind them why they're doing this, to remind them that they deserve better. Now, let me talk about what happens when they finally leave, because it's going to be a moment of liberation, a moment of triumph, a moment of rebirth. When they finally walk away from this person, when they finally break free, they're going to feel like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. They're going to feel like they can finally breathe. They're going to feel like themselves again. The fog is going to lift. The confusion is going to clear. The hope is going to return. And they're going to be so grateful that they had the courage to leave. I'm also seeing that once they leave, things are going to start falling into place for them. They're going to start attracting better things, better people, better opportunities. They're going to start feeling more confident, more empowered, more alive. They're going to start living the life they were always meant to live. And Virgo, that's going to be beautiful. That's going to be inspiring. That's going to be a testimony to the power of courage, the power of self-love, the power of walking away from what no longer serves you. So I want to encourage you to support this person, to be their cheerleader, to be their safe place, to be the one who reminds them that they are not alone, that they are not crazy, that they deserve better, and that they are strong enough to walk away. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to take a breath, a deep, grounding breath. And as you breathe in, imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of protection. Imagine yourself strong, powerful, and unshakable. Imagine yourself rising above the chaos, above the drama, above the manipulation. And as you breathe out, release the fear, release the anger, release the need to control. Just let it all go and trust that the universe is handling everything. And then I want you to say these words out loud. Say them with intention. Say them with belief. Say them like they're already true. I am strong enough to support this person. I am brave enough to stand with them. I am wise enough to speak the truth. I release the need to control the outcome. I trust the universe. I trust myself. I am protected. I am powerful. I am unshakable. And I am ready to walk with them toward freedom. Say that 3 times. Let it sink into your soul. Let it become your reality. And then, when you're ready, drop your comment. Type freedom. Claim it. Own it. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications, because this is just the beginning. And what's coming next is going to be even more important. Blessings on your heart, Virgo. Always. You are not alone. You are protected, and you will rise. They want to leave so badly, and soon they will, because freedom is calling, and it's louder than their fear.